What's good, YouTube? Yo, boy 21 here, bringing you guys my YCS Dallas, Texas recap and my regional season for this past weekend recap. So y'all stay tuned.
From the top to the bottom, the top I stop. At the core, I forgot. In the middle of my thoughts. Take it from.
Alright, guys. So YCS Dallas, Texas this weekend. One of the most scariest YCS to go to this weekend. Everyone was talking about YCS Ebola, making all those lame little jokes, which frankly wasn't funny in my opinion because somebody would have called Ebola, they wouldn't have thought that shit was funny. But that's neither here or there. I didn't go to Texas, so whatever. YCS Dallas, Texas was an event that was speculated over the whole weekend due to the fact that Billy Brake won the event. And it's not the fact that he won the event. The guy's been gone for, I want to say, about a little over a year in Yu-Gi-Oh scene. Training in a dungeon with the Pharaoh, learned the ways of the 60-card deck, and came back and won a YCS. Well, top 16, the YCS with 60-card deck, and just destroyed the competition in draft. It was insane. But I'm going to give you guys a breakdown of what the event looked like first. The event was a breakdown of Burning Abyss. Satella Knight was there. As far as I know, there's not a lot of deck lists floating around right now. Only one top 16, which could be found on Kadero's channel. And, Billy Brake tops came first place with his 60-card control deck. Now, there was a lot of speculation on Zodiac and a lot of trolling going on, debating on what kind of control deck was it. Some people saying he was running Satella Knights, Burning Abyss, Shadow. Some people saying he was running Artifacts, Burning Abyss, Shadows, etc. And the people who were saying he was running Artifacts, Burning Abyss, Shadows got it right. The main deck's engine focused on 3 Sanctums, 3 Moral Tag, which I think those fucking cards would get hit in some way, shape, or form. 2 of all the Shadows, about 3 of the main Burning Abyss, with 1 of the terrible one. 3 Shadow Mirrors, and a bunch of traps and a few spells to just get you there. Now, I woke up this morning. A lot of people on Zodiac was saying they don't understand how Billy Brake made a top 16 of the deck. He got lucky, and his skill he's just so good. His skills just got him there. But if you guys watch the deck profile, which will be in the link down in the description below, on Billy Brake's new YouTube channel, which I suggest you guys check out. It's gonna be a channel with him and his buddy, his roommate actually, is starting up, and they're basically just gonna bring us good Yu-Gi-Oh content. So it's called House of Champions. They only have one video up, which is his deck profile. And yeah, go to the video, go down to the description below, check out the channel, subscribe to the channel, watch the video, and say yo, but 21 sent us. Just to show my love and support, because Billy Brake is a cool ass dude. And the only reason I say he's a cool ass dude is I met him one time about 3 years ago when I was starting back up Yu-Gi-Oh again. Didn't know who the fuck he was, and he basically gave me tips and tricks on what deck to play in a format, which was Wind Up at the time. So, pretty cool guy. I didn't know he was a pro back then, and now I know now, so I respect him. Every time I see him, I say what's up to him. Basically, in the video, he talks about how his buddy, he didn't invent the 60-card deck, his buddy named Robbie did. So, as I say Robbie, I was thinking M Code 40, but I know M Code 40 doesn't play 60-card decks. And he said his buddy Robbie built the deck based on math, numbers, and he wanted to draw no brick hands. So his buddy made a control deck that he didn't want to draw no brick hands. So basically he just took, because everyone was already playing, a lot of people were already playing Shadow's Burning Abyss with the 40-card engine, and then I guess you could draw a lot of brick hands. So his buddy figured, like, I want to draw less brick hands. Let me add 3 of this. Let me add 3 of that. Because the theory was, the more cards you add, the more good standalone cards you add, the better your hands will be. So it was like 3. It basically just maxed out on every good card in the deck. Limited the Shadow engine to 2. The Shadow Fusion was to thin the deck out. And it led to a deck that Billy said was pretty much every hand you drew was good, usable, and consistent. He said he bricked 1 time the entire event, which by math is really good. And this is something that a lot of players might not implement to go into the next format due to the fact that they're scared of change. Now, I'm going to try it out with my gadget deck. You guys know, watch my duel videos. I brick a fuck ton of gadgets sometimes. I want to say out of every 5 games I play, I brick 1 to 2 times, which ain't that bad because games are usually 2 out of 3. So if I draw my side deck with a good power shuffle, I'm pretty much good to go. But I play 42 cards now on my gadget deck to make sure I don't brick. So if I add 50, if I can make a 50 card deck with gadgets that is consistent, I will try. I'm gonna test it out because if it works with Billy, I'm pretty sure I can get it work the formula to work for myself. I'm not gonna go to the extreme of 60 because my deck don't thin like that, but 50 might be viable or 45. I did 45 before for Nationals 2012, but my deck was all over the place. But I drew pretty much legit hands. It just took forever to draw your one of card. Your one of, it took forever to draw your tech cards basically. So yeah, a lot of people on Zodiac was saying they don't understand how he did good with it. I understand. It was just one. It was just a theory that worked for him. He made a few edits to it. Took out max. His edits, buddy ran 3 max seeds for draw power. He took out the max seeds and he added more of. He said he added the artifact engine, so that was his tech, and it pretty much got him to the victory. So congrats to Billy Break for coming first place at YCS Dallas and making top 16 with his 60 card deck. Now, let me get to the regional portion of this video. Regionals were spread out like they always are. I saw Yang Zing's top on Cordero's channel. I was going around on Facebook. I heard a few people say some plants top, which was really good because plants did not make an insurgence at the YCS, but I guess the diehard plant players who couldn't go to Dallas made a decent enough build to get to the top tables on the regional circuit and did good. What regional they did good, I don't know. I couldn't find the deck list or what they looked like on the channels. But what I did find was, I can go back to it right here. It was on Cordero's channel. Well, anyway, I couldn't find nothing plant based, but every regionals was pretty much spread out. It seemed like everyone's just testing out new stuff for the ban list. I saw Yang Zings pretty much did good. And yeah, regionals is regionals basically. I have my regionals coming up on the 19th. I plan on bringing my gadget deck to a top 8 finish. So, as a recap, closing statement for this weekend, I feel like this weekend pretty much is not going to do too much for Yu-Gi-Oh! This meta as a whole, due to the fact that we get a new deck coming out come November, which is the Quill Force. This weekend, all this weekend did was prove to us that how good of a player Billy Break really is, and how we don't have to stick to 40 card decks. And if when you guys watch the video on the House of Gaming channel, Billy Break goes into the explanation on why 60 card is viable versus 40. He said he was honestly a diehard fan of 40 no matter what, but he said after playing with the 60, it's one of those things where it's like, you really don't want to draw your brick hands, and he understood that by adding more cards, it gives you more options, and sometimes you can't really fit everything good into 40. You might have to bump a number up or two, so I'm definitely going to take that and implement it to my gadget deck, and hopefully you guys take some of the advice and implement it to your decks as well. But I think, honestly, by the time Cool Force come out, I don't think the 60 card deck thing is going to be viable. Maybe his build, but Cool Force deck, from what I've seen, is very, very tough deck to get over, so only time will tell how the metagame will shape up. But right now, I think people are still going to run at 40 because people are scared of change. They're not going to. A lot of people don't like to try different things out. And you know the old saying, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. If 40 works for you, play it. 42 works for me, but I'm not scared to try something different. So it all depends on the person at the end of the day. So let's close the statement. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If they give it a big thumbs up, check out Billy Break's YouTube channel. Comment down in the comment section below or you guys' thoughts about YCS Dallas, Texas this weekend. And what are you guys' thoughts on the 60 card deck Billy Break bring to the top tables? Artist Jumbo 21 with YCS/regionals recap, and I'm out. Rate, comment, subscribe.